Hello everybody and welcome to Travel with Rick. We're celebrating the holidays here, 12 days of Christmas, Disney style on Travel with Rick. I've got my good friend John Donahue here.
Hey Rick.
John.
Hey, how are you?
Welcome to the show, man. I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm excited. I'm doing great. I'm enjoying the holiday season.
It's
trying to stay warm here in Florida.
Yeah, it warmed up today though.
Yeah,
I'm
amen.
encouraged, you know. Got rid of the jacket. We can hang out in sweaters today. It's
Very
been
nice.
unseasonably cold in Florida, right?
Yes, it has been. I think the last Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party was around below freezing.
Yeah.
So,
And yeah, that's the way we have been sporting this week, in scarves and hats and everything, man. It's too cold for Florida, but anyway, it does make the holidays kind of interesting.
Yes,
right?
it does.
You know, it kind of gives you that little bit of a feel for it. We're here at Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge, Jumbo House. We've got a small little tree here because we're in a nice little area. The tree out there is just extraordinary, and that's what I've asked John to kind of help us do a bit. John, you have a great blog. Tell us a little bit about your blog and what you're doing before we get into the trees and some of the decorations around here.
well, it's www.parkhoppers.com, and it was started by a group of people who just love going to the parks, and not just staying in one park, but being able to go from park to park to park. And my wife and I have been spearheading getting everything together, and we're really new, and we just love Disney, and we love sharing any tips that we learn, and we love learning what other people know, and we love getting to know the people who love Disney as much as we do.
Yeah, and you guys are doing a 12 Days of Christmas thing as well, right?
We are actually. We're doing the 12 ornaments of Christmas. So what we've done is we've gone to a lot of the resorts and a lot of the parks, and we've taken pictures of some of the ornaments that are really signature to the trees. A lot of the trees in the different resorts are themed to the resort or the park. So we've taken pictures of what we think are some of the key ornaments on the trees, and we're doing blog posts about that leading up to Christmas Day.
Right, and that's what we're doing here on Travel with Rick, leading up to tomorrow, Christmas Day. It's day 2. It's Christmas Eve.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. And guys, make sure you visit John's blog. We'll link that up below, and you know, if you missed some of the Christmas ornaments, if it's day 2 and you haven't been visiting his blog, go back and catch yourself up. And if you missed any of our videos, go back and catch yourself up too, because there's some pretty good stuff back there.
There is.
So you really should go and check that out. But let's talk about the trees. We've got this gorgeous one here at Animal Kingdom Lodge. It's just wonderful. What are some of your favorites, and what are some of the things that you look for when you're doing your blog and you're thinking about Christmas trees and stuff?
Well, we're trying to find ornaments and trees that are just breathtaking. I mean, Disney doesn't do anything bad. And one of our favorite trees is actually the tree at the Grand Floridian. It's 40 plus feet. I don't know how big it really is. It's huge.
We'll have to ask Tony again. You know, we had Disney by the numbers, Tony Castellanova.
He would know.
I bet he knows, so we'll have to check with him.
But the theming in the Grand Floridian is just very elegant, very opulent. And there's a large bird cage that stays in the resort year-round. So the trees in the Grand Floridian carry that theme through. There's little bird cages throughout the trees, and some of the bird cages have birds in them, birds perched on the side of the cage. All the trees there are just very elegant, they're very lovely, and it really is overwhelming when you see this lovely, gorgeous tree in this amazing resort. And it's one of my favorite trees in all the parks and resorts.
Yeah. And not only do they have that fantastic tree, they've got a great gingerbread house there
They
too,
do.
right?
It's amazing. You walk in and you see this life-size gingerbread house.
Right.
And my wife actually was there the other day and purchased a shingle. And it was amazing. It was not only beautiful to look at, but it was wonderful to eat as well.
Yeah, so complete with a real working chimney. You can actually see the smoke coming right out of the chimney. And a neat thing about that, a great thing to do for the holidays, is every day they have demonstrations on how to build gingerbread houses there. So that's really, really a nice thing to do. And just a wonderful thing to do during the holidays is to not only park hop, but resort hop.
Absolutely.
You know, and go around and visit the trees, because like you said about the Grand Floridian, every tree kind of has its own flavor, its own theming, something about it. Just wonderful.
Yeah, one of the other parks that, one of the other resorts actually that we went to is Disney's Beach Club Resort. And one of the trees there that we fell in love with is beach themed. So it has starfish and seahorses and shells, and they're all blue or blue-green, and it's a lovely decoration inside of this Christmas tree at the Beach Club.
Yeah, and the Wilderness Lodge. Great theming for that tree.
That's amazing.
Complete with elk horns and teepees and
canoes and tribal Indian Native American tribal drums.
Yeah, some really
sound like that.
Yeah, like the African drums here at the Animal Kingdom Lodge. So just some great things to do with that tree. What are some others?
One of my favorite trees on property is the tree at Hollywood Studios.
Right.
I'm a movie buff, and so when you walk onto the property, you see this gorgeous tree, and at the bottom there's film and film canisters, and there's theming that's unique to Hollywood Studios. It's one of my favorite trees because it's one of the first trees that I saw way back when I first ever visited Disney World. Yeah. It was one of the first trees, and I fell in love with it, and I look forward to seeing it every year.
Yeah, I like that one a lot too. You were talking about the Grand Floridian having the different pieces and things within. We're at Coronado Springs, and the tree, they have these really neat light, not light ornaments, but lanterns at Coronado Springs. And they have lanterns like that are all through the tree. So each resort, just like you were saying about the Grand Floridian having the bird cages, it's kind of symbolic of that resort. I like how they do that, just like the Wilderness Lodge having the teepees on it, like they have the large teepees, for the lighting there. And one thing that we noticed, and I hope it shows up on the video because you can sure see it when you walked into the registration area, is at Coronado Springs, up above the tree, they have 3 lamps or lights, shadows on the wall that clearly make a hidden Mickey. Okay. We've got very focused this week on finding hidden Mickeys after having Steve Barrett on the show.
Steve Barrett is awesome.
Yeah, so we did an episode with him, and he was showing us some great holiday hidden Mickeys, which we really loved. And it was just really, really cool to now go around the parks and look for the hidden Mickeys because during the holidays they hide them everywhere.
Yep.
They really do. So that was a neat one up above the tree at the Coronado Springs. And then also, I'm not sure 100% about this, but I've heard that's one of the few trees that has an angel on the top of it. So I'm not completely. Rumor has it, I'm not sure, but we'll have to look around the trees. That's something else we're going to find. But that tree certainly has a really nice angel on top of it, which I thought was really cool as well. So,
another one of my favorite trees actually is the tree at the beginning of Main Street USA,
right,
in the Magic Kingdom. That's when I know that it's Christmas. When I come to Magic Kingdom and the Christmas overlay is on the park, and there's that gorgeous tree sitting right there in Main Street USA.
Right.
And I probably have 100 pictures of that tree easy.
Wow.
I just can't help but take pictures of it.
Wow. And that one doesn't go up right away.
No,
because
sir.
They leave it down until after they get all the filming done for the Christmas parade.
Yep.
Right.
Got to make sure they get their camera angles right.
Yeah, because it's so big. Tony told us that one was 65 feet tall.
I believe it.
So that one's so large, you're right, that they can't get all of their filming done that they want to and all the right angles for that tree, so they wait till after the parade. Right. I guess we just that was a Disney spoiler right there. I was surprised to find out how many people actually thought the parade was filmed live. And did not know that.
No, it's filmed way before. And if you've ever visited Disney World while they're filming it, you know that it's probably one of the most congested time of year to visit. We were here, as a side note, we were here last year when the Jonas Brothers were filming.
Ah, wow.
They literally shut the monorail line down, and we were stuck on the monorail for 45 minutes because the park was at maximum capacity and they couldn't let anybody else in.
Wow.
So we sat there for quite a long time.
Yeah. It does get busy. I mean, Mariah Carey was there this year, and Debbie Ryan. We went out for a little bit of the filming when Debbie Ryan was there. So I had to beef up or learn some of the Disney stars. I'm not so much into that. My kids are a little older now, so I miss knowing some of that. But I found out who Debbie Ryan was, so that was kind of cool. And saw some filming for that. Of course, Mariah Carey was very, very cool while she was there.
That was neat to see.
Yeah. So. It's just a wonderful place for the holidays, right?
That's great.
So when you guys come out, I encourage you to get here. I hope you've enjoyed the video and some of the stuff that we've been able to show you, but I certainly hope that you realize the video just doesn't do it justice. Disney goes all out. If you didn't learn that from the episode we did with Tony, with all the numbers of it, but it's just incredible. the amount of decorations and the amount of effort and the really intricate theme. I mean, you know, they just don't slap Christmas trees up in the resorts, which, you know.
No, they don't. They put a lot of thought to it, and they put thought behind everything, like in all the resorts.
Right.
Everything connects. There's a story, and they follow that story through even to the Christmas trees. What amazes me about the Christmas season here at Disney is how fast it all comes together.
Right.
I think I was here on one of the last Mickey's Not So Scary parties, and it seemed like within a week it was Christmas.
Right.
And it was amazing. The crew that does all that is just astounding how fast they can put the overlay down, and it really is spot on.
Yeah, I mean, and you know, it's one of the things that all of us who love Disney so much, we appreciate all the detail that's here all year long.
Yes.
And that detail, you know, like you said, they don't skimp a bit. If
No,
anything,
sir.
I think they completely step their game totally up and make sure that the detail that's in the holidays is just awesome. You know?
Christmas is the best time of year, and Christmas is the best time of year at Walt Disney World.
It's very, very true. Well, I think that's going to wrap it up, John. The holidays are just incredible here. The Christmas trees are beautiful. The parks are decorated so nice, aren't they? Is there anything else? I know we talked about the theme parks, the Epcot tree. Did we talk about the Epcot tree? We did, right? You know, I love all the flags and the one that's in the promenade area right there.
Oh yeah, and don't forget Downtown Disney. It's also decorated.
I have not been to Downtown Disney at all.
That's great.
You know, we kind of like overlooked all of that.
Santa's at Downtown Disney.
That's right. That's right. We saw Santa Goofy in Jam and Jungle Parade. That was pretty cool.
That's cool.
That was awesome. But anyway, guys, the parks and the resorts and Downtown Disney and everything Disney is just wonderful for the holidays. John, thanks for being here. I appreciate it so much.
Appreciate the invite.
Thanks you guys for watching. I hope you've seen our 10 Days of Christmas so far and really enjoyed it. I've enjoyed bringing it to you, and we look forward to our final day tomorrow. Make sure that you visit John's blog. It's www.parkhoppers.com. And for all my Twitter friends out there, he's also at www.parkhoppers. So visit his blog and check out all things Disney park hopping, and make sure that you see his 12 Days of Christmas ornaments.
Yes, sir.
Right? Awesome. Okay. Well, thanks a lot for watching, everybody. We look forward to seeing you right back here tomorrow for our last day of Christmas on the 12 Days of Christmas. And if you missed any episodes, go back and watch it. They'll be here. So thanks again, John. Thanks, you guys. Look forward to seeing you right back here tomorrow. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.